Hello friends, in this video we are going to see get numerical based on DTFT. Let us begin. So look at the first question from GATE 2014. A Fourier transform pair is given as, and they have given some function. So how do you understand that? This is not just Fourier transform but a discrete time Fourier transform. So it is very easy. If you see, this is 2 by 3 to the power n. It means it is x of n, and of course x of n is a discrete time signal. And for discrete time signal, if you want a Fourier transform, so you have to use none other than a tool called as DTFT. So this is a DTFT problem. So in this, your function is multiplied with u of n plus 3. It means the signal must be advanced by 3, where u of n denotes a unit step sequence. Of course, we know that. So what they are asking you, the value of a. Let's see how to deal with this. So if you have seen the previous video, whenever we have signal x of n, its Fourier transform DTFT for x of n is x of e to the power j omega. Am I right? And in fact, a similar signal we have already seen, and the signal was like this: a to the power n u of n has a Fourier transform as 1 upon 1 minus a e to the power minus j omega. So this is what we have already seen in the previous video. So instead of a, what we have, the value of a is 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 to the power n u of n has a Fourier transform as 1 upon 1 minus, let us follow the formula, replacing a with 2 by 3 e to the power minus j omega. I hope it is very easy for you to adopt this. If not, let me just go back and try to remind you something about Z transform. So if you remember, for a to the power n u of n has a Z transform as 1 upon 1 minus a Z inverse. Am I right? So in case of DTFT, so I'll just write Fourier transform. It is actually DTFT only. You have to replace Z with e to the power j omega. So replacing Z with e to the power j omega, you know that this is in the procedure we have seen, where we get x of e to the power j omega, that is DTFT from Z transform. So it becomes 1 upon 1 minus a e to the power minus j omega. The reason why it is minus j omega, because we had Z inverse and not Z there, right? So this is how we get a Fourier transform, that is discrete time Fourier transform for 2 to the power 3 n times u of n. But then a function is not the same that we have written over here. So let me assume this function is x of n, and whatever we have is x of e to the power j omega. Am I right? If you see carefully, it is u of n plus 3. It means someone must have tried to advance the signal by 3, but then that n plus 3 is missing here. So what we will do is, we will try to ignore it right now. We know that for given signal x of n, what is a Fourier transform? It is x of e to the power j omega. So now I'll advance the signal. Let me remind you the property. The property was x of n plus 3 signal if we have, then its discrete time Fourier transform is e to the power 3 j omega times x of e to the power j omega. And from where this has come? If you remember, a Z transform for x of n plus 3, if you remember a Z transform, it was Z cube times x of Z. Am I right? And we know that we just replace Z with e to the power j omega. So it becomes e to the power j 3 omega times x of e to the power j omega. I hope you understood this. let me write it over here. What we had is 2 by 3 to the power n u of n has a Fourier transform as 1 upon 1 minus 2 by 3 times z inverse. In fact, z inverse was replaced with e to the power minus j omega. So now replace n with n plus 3. In a way, what will happen is, since this signal, if I recognize this as x of n, now it will become x of n plus 3. So it will become 2 by 3 to the power n plus 3 times u of n plus 3. So I would recognize this signal as x of n plus 3 will have its Fourier transform like this: e to the power j 3 omega times original x of omega, which was 1 upon 1 minus 2 by 3 e to the power minus j omega. I hope you are understanding this. Next, now if you see the question, then it is not in terms of e to the power j omega, it is in terms of f. So if you have omega and if you want in terms of f, it is simply replace omega with 2 pi f, because we know that omega value in terms of f, how do we calculate it? Omega is 2 pi times f, where omega is angular frequency in radians per second and f is frequency in hertz. So I can rewrite its Fourier transform like this. So omega is replaced with 2 pi f. So numerator will become e to the power j 6 pi f whole divided by 1 minus 2 by 3 e to the power minus j 2 pi f. Now as you can see in the question, now it quite similar to this function. See, now it looks quite similar to this function. In fact, what we have in the next slide is this, what I'm highlighting now. So if you see carefully, this is something we have in the next slide. So this is our x of e to the power j omega. Now what I have to get is the value of this a. So this is a Fourier transform for the given function. Now what I'll do is I'll just use a law of indices. I can write 2 by 3 to the power 3 times 2 by 3 to the power n times u of n plus 3. If you see your question carefully, in left hand side we have only this much, and can I say this is simply constant, and if this is a constant, then we are eligible enough to transfer the constant from time domain to frequency domain. So what I can do is I can rewrite this as 2 by 3 to the power n u of n plus 3. Now it will have a Fourier transform as, since this thing what I'm highlighting is something that I'm going to shift it to right hand side, therefore it will become 27 by 8 times e to the power j 6 pi f whole divided by 1 minus 2 by 3 e to the power minus j 2 pi f. And now if you refer the question carefully, it was already there and it was a. So the value of a is simply 27 by 8. So they were asking you the value of a, it is simply 27 by 8. Of course you have to actually put it into calculator, do 27 by 8, and whatever answer you get, write it in the fill in the blanks, because in GATE now you get two types of question. First type is MCQ, that is options are given and you have to select the correct option, and the second type that now they are asking you, that is NAT, that is numerical type. So in numerical type question, what they give you a fill in the blank, and in that place you have to write your answer. Let's see one more question. A 5-point sequence x of n given as, so you can read this as x of minus 3. So it is x of minus 3 equal to 1, x of minus 2 equal to 1, then this is x of minus 1 equal to 0. This equal sign shouldn't be there. Please treat this as x of minus 1, which is equal to 0. x of 0 is given, x of 1 is given, that's it. So they said that it is a 5-point sequence and they have provided us x of n. So let me summarize what they have given. They have given x of n like this. Sequence is given. So let's start with x of 0, which is 5. So this is your x of 0. We have an arrow mark. X of 1 value is 1. And then x of minus 1 value equal to 0. Fine. X of minus 1 is equal to 0. X of minus 2 equal to 1. And finally x of minus 3 is also 1. In this way, they have provided us a signal. Is that right? This signal is given. This is x of n. Now we will proceed ahead. Let x of e to the power j omega denote discrete time Fourier transform of x of n. Of course, yes, x of e to the power j omega is always a DTFT form of x of n only. What they want, a value of integrating over minus pi to pi x of e to the power j omega d omega. Now, you have to be very careful and your observation should be strong enough, because if your observation is strong, then such kind of questions can be cracked very easily. You have to ask a question to yourself in last video lecture where you have seen this form. So the form that I'm highlighting right now. So what you remember about this integration, where you have seen this type of integration. If you think carefully, and if you remember, as I said, your observation is strong, then you will realize that you have seen this kind of integration while we have learned inverse discrete time Fourier transform formula. So it's a part of inverse discrete time Fourier transform formula. That's not the exact formula. I'll tell you what exact formula is. So by inverse discrete time Fourier transform formula, what you get is x of n, that is equal to 1 upon 2 pi integrating over minus pi to pi x of omega e to the power j omega n d omega. This was the formula for inverse discrete time Fourier transform. So if you see carefully, this is not x of omega, by the way, this is x of e to the power j omega. So we need to replace this with x of e to the power j omega. Now let me highlight. This is what is there in the question. Am I right? So let's say if I want to have integration value for this, and suppose if I don't want to look after this, so there is only one option, that you can ignore it just by replacing n value equal to 0, because the moment you substitute n value equal to 0, it will become e to the power 0, and e to the power 0 is what? It is 1. So let's see what I'm trying to do over here is, so I'll rewrite the formula again. It was x of n, which is equal to 1 upon 2 pi integrating over minus pi to pi x of e to the power j omega e to the power j omega n d omega. Now at n equal to 0, so wherever you have n, just replace with 0. It will become simply x of 0, which is equal to 1 upon 2 pi integrating over minus pi to pi x of e to the power j omega. Now of course, when you substitute n value equal to 0, it will become e to the power 0, which is 1. So you need not to mention that 1, I can directly write d omega here. If you see the question, they are asking you for this. It means now you can shift your 2 pi to left hand side. So it becomes 2 pi times x of 0, which is equal to integrating over minus pi to pi x of e to the power j omega d omega. So they are asking you for this integration value. And now we have found it out smartly. So it is 2 pi multiplied by x of 0. What is x of 0? Come on, x of 0 means your x of n at n value equal to 0. So let's see, your x of n sequence is given. Your x of n at n equal to 0 is what? 5. Let us substitute it. So it is 5, which becomes 10 times pi. So 10 times pi is your integration value. Therefore, now I can write integrating over minus pi to pi x of e to the power j omega d omega is 10 pi. So 10 pi is the answer. Let's see, option B is the correct option. So I'm sure you have understood this problem. As I said, your observation should be strong, and your strong observation only going to help you to crack such problems. Thank you.